Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. My name is Mark. This is review number 92 and today I will be doing another review from a sample that I bought from a Drinks by the Dram sample. This is a independent bottling. It's a blended malt whiskey, bottled at 46% ABV. It is the Scallywag. This is non-chill filtered. It is natural colour. It's actually blended by Douglas Laing, or Douglas Laing, however you want to pronounce it. Scallywag. It's got a really nice label on the front of the bottle of a dog. You can't really tell on this printout, but it's quite a nice label, a nice black label with the black and white dog at the front. So the Scallywag, it's a small batch blend malt whiskey bottled at 46% ABV. As I say, it's a blend. On their website they say it's a blend of Mortlach, Macallan and Glenrothes amongst others, and it is a blend of 40% first fill sherry butts in the mix with bourbon casks as well. So they use obviously sherry butts from Spain. As I say, it's natural colour and non-chill filtered, which is great because the likes of the Macallan and Glenrothes, they typically bottle at below 46% ABV, which would indicate chill filtration and invariably colour to be added. Certainly, I believe Macallan add colour. So what we're expecting from this is maybe some Christmassy elements from the nose and the palate. So I've already poured the dram there, so we'll just crack on with it. Scallywag. Cheers. So there's a touch of maple I'm getting there. I'm getting more bourbon influence than sherry. It's vanilla, bit of caramel, toffee, some fruit, but the fruits are quite subdued. If you stick your nose deep in, you get oak. There's a bit of chocolate in there. Bit maltiness, and you can tell that there's a bit of sherry in there, but it's not the dominant nose, which sherry tends to be such a powerful nose when it's certainly sherry matured that you don't really get to pick up many of the distinct notes. You need to add maybe a little water, so it's on the palate that you tend to get, for me, more of the flavours, more of the notes. But I would say this is definitely more bourbon influence on the palate. The instant I tasted that, I was thinking of the waterproof whiskey that I reviewed not long ago, so you can go and check that out. But waterproof, that's the initial hit I'm getting, is a reminder of what waterproof tastes like. It's quite harmonious. There's not one standout from the palate. It finishes quite spicy. In fact, the spice kicks in quite quickly, I find. The alcohol's nipping. It is present. This does need water. There's a lot going on in there, but a lot of it's not really revealing itself too much. As a non-age statement whiskey, it could have a decent chunk of older whiskies in here that probably need opening up, because as I say, it's not really revealing itself. The waterproof whiskey, that is non-age statement, 46% ABV. It's a blend of malts, very much like this one, and they have a split of sherry and bourbon casks into the mix. So I think the comparisons between these two whiskies are very similar. This retails for an average price of £37.60, which is slightly more than the waterproof was when that launched. I don't know if the price has gone up. That was about £33. It's slightly cheaper. On the palate again. That's better. That's more honey, syrupy, sweet. I'm getting citrus, lemons mainly, some orange, a bit of pear, a bit of cinnamon spice is starting to run through to the finish, which is peppery finish, a bit of oak, bitterness. Still got alcohol ting. I'm not getting any Christmas pudding, Christmas cake, those kind of notes at all. Maybe a bit of chocolate, milk chocolate maybe. It's a bit creamy. It's enjoyable, but I don't think I would buy it. It's very similar. I say it's very similar to the waterproof, to be honest, and waterproof's cheaper. I'm trying to think of something that stands out really to make this a worthy purchase. By all means, if it was priced, or if you found it for around about £30, then yeah, you can't go wrong with it. It's a decent dram to share. But for $37.60 and then delivery on top if you can't pick it up locally, you're at £42, which is incidentally what the Douglas Laing website sell it for. I don't think it's quite worth that. Yeah, it's pleasant, but it's not something I would buy, unfortunately. I've seen some really good things about Scallywag as well. I was looking forward to this dram, thinking that it's going to be something superb, because lots of people recommend it. Actually, reminds me, Morrison's were selling this, and I think it was about £32. I picked the bottle up just after Christmas. It was actually Boxing Day. I went to Morrison's, and I considered buying a bottle. Knowing I had a sample at home, I decided to hold off. I'm actually glad I didn't, even though it was £32, because for £32 or £32 plus an additional little sum, you can pick up some absolutely fantastic whiskies. And maybe this needs to open a bit longer. Maybe it does have some older malts in here that need a bit of breathing time, but unfortunately it's not really doing it for me. So very much along the lines of the Balvenie that I reviewed last. Check that one out. It promises so much from what I've read and what people say, but it didn't really deliver for us. So I would not buy a bottle. Not at the price of the advertising anyway. That's it. That's a shocker. I was expecting I was going to like that one. It's okay, but not enough to persuade me to part with my money. Laters.